lately I've had some people asking me, they just want more clarification. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I did it earlier on a uploaded video, at least a little bit. Maybe I kind of failed on that one, I guess, explaining stuff. But this one, I'm going to do this live, and I'm going to just basically try to go through it step by step, exactly where I'm at and why I do it. All right, so first thing first, I know what kind of player I am. That's a big part of it, knowing which kind of player you are. And that doesn't necessarily mean that or anything like that. What it means is, mostly it means, are you aggressive? Are you a passive player? Are you a conservative player? Are you just trying to grind it out? Do you want to just be at the table for fun? So all these different things that define what kind of player you are. But it really boils down to just basically, are you there to win money, or are you there to have fun? That's the two types of players overall. All right, because if you're there to win and that's what you want to do every time, and you want to be a good craps player, a profitable craps player, then what you have to do is you have to forego the fun part. Right? Now, it does eventually get fun, but at first you have to forego the fun part, because two things. First of all, you're going to have to practice. You're going to have to practice, whether you practice at home with your Monopoly dice out of the Monopoly game, and you drew a board on a piece of cardboard. That's fine, because you're just practicing the strategies and how the strategies work you're going to use. Okay? So then, as like a sub part, you have to decide, do you want to be aggressive, or do you want to be a conservative player? All right. So conservative players do conservative strategies. They look for small limit tables. It doesn't mean they're any less effective. What it means, they don't want to risk as much. Right? So like anything else, high risk, high reward, low risk, low reward. But it doesn't mean that they won't win. Conservative players win. So I'm going to give an example of a conservative player. Okay. So a conservative player generally doesn't have $1,000 at a craps table. So usually they have about 300, sometimes less. But 300 is a pretty conservative bankroll, especially in today's day when you're seeing mostly $15 tables. But a conservative player will be like, he'll want to go to Colorado where it's $5 tables. And so this is a conservative player will play strategies like they'll play like a $25 don't pass, set their point at a 4. Now they'll play stuff like a $12 6 and 8, stuff like this. Or they might go like this. All right, you got a good situation there. Conservative play, you're not a lot at risk. You got it covered. All right, so now you're just hoping to hit some of them box numbers. You got a 9, 5, 4, 9, and so you're just going to try to win 15, 18 bucks per shooter, something like that on average. And there's an 8, 5, 3, 8, and that's all you're trying to do. You might press a little bit, but most of the time conservative players don't press. They're just trying to get wins out of it. Maybe once they get to like $21 there, 7, 7, 7, they might start pressing. All right, there's an 8. So $7, maybe now you press on the 6. And there's the 5. $7, maybe you press the 9. And the 7. Okay, so you're going to lose these, but you're going to win $25 over here. And so you profited pretty good on that shooter. So overall, I made $40, $30, something like that. 200, 300, 315, 320. So like 327. So you made $27 on that shooter. That's a conservative style play, okay? It'll work. You can do that. You can do that all day long. Just keep same type of strategies, conservative strategies. You never have a lot of risk. You're gonna get, you know, a couple situations where you get some good rolls and you're gonna make a little bit of money. All right. Problem with that one, them strategies like that, the conservative, is you never make a lot of money. All right. So conservative, no big deal. You can play that way. All right. And then you have an aggressive type player. And now it doesn't matter light side or dark side. You can have aggressive in both. Right. So same similar type strategy with an aggressive player. 75 and 5. This is an aggressive strategy. Let me tell you why. All right, because when you have losers like that 7, you're going to go up to $110. You know, you're going to attack the game as opposed to let the game dictate what's going on for you. All right, there's aces. It's going to be 100. You won your money back. Start over. So you're going to be aggressive with it. There's a 7. Redo it. And a 4. Okay. So when you get stuff like this, okay, so when you get situations, you got a $100 down 4, you're going to play this aggressively as an aggressive player. So what you're going to do, you're going to do something like, you know, this kind of inside play. So you got $220 out there. And you got $100 in coverage, so you're probably going to, you know, you're going to want to put 200 there in odds. All right, so now you have the 4 as your 7, but you're trying to hit some of them box numbers first. All right, so there's your 8. So now you're weighing the profit off one hit. $70 winner. Aggressive player is going to be pressing at least something because you got that coverage on that 7. There's a 9. $70 9. So you're going to be playing in this style, aggressive, right? So these are the types of players, in my opinion, that there are. 325. This is going to be $105. And the 9. That's going to be another $105. And the 7. Okay, so even though you roll a 7, you won a bunch of times. You won a bunch of money before rolling the 7. That's going to put the money back. Okay, 100 there, 100 in the odds. So now you want a pile of money in one shooter because you were aggressive and you weren't afraid of the table. You weren't afraid of playing craps. Right. So in the same basic strategy, you've won 500, 1,000. So you're up. You're up $115 as opposed to $30. And so there's value to being aggressive. If you want to make money playing craps, you want to be an aggressive player. You don't want to be a conservative player, right? You can make money as a conservative player, but you have to be at the casino a lot longer, and your ceiling is a lot lower, right? When you're an aggressive player, you really don't have a ceiling. If you have that 70, with a conservative player, most of the time they're not going to accept that it's going to keep going, and they'll keep pulling their money out of the game, out of the game, out of the game, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but it just doesn't make much money as the aggressive player. All right, so now I'm going to try to explain the way I play, because it's kind of a combination of all of it. All right, so I'm going to go back to $1,000 here. All right, it's not necessarily, well, there's really no conservativeness to it. Hey, 5s. There's really no conservativeness to the way I play, but it's definitely very similar to what I was just doing. Okay, so either I play the anything but 10. The anything but 10 is not a conservative strategy. You're putting $300 at risk, all right, at least to really make it work. All right, of course it goes up from there, but you're gaining a huge probability advantage, right? But what I'm going to talk about more is about how I play the 6, 7, 8 and why the 6, 7, 8 is so effective, right? First thing first, let's just talk about the 6, 7, 8 as the numbers. 5 ways to win, 5 ways to win, and the 7 has 6 ways to win. So right there, just by itself, you have 16 out of the 36 ways to win. That's one of the huge advantages of it. These are the 3 most commonly rolled numbers, 6, 7, and 8. Most commonly rolled, all right? Most dice setters are trying to hit these numbers in here, but the 6 and 8. They also, dice sets usually hit 7s, all right? They have 7s in them also. So what your goal is playing the 6, 7, 8 is to make those 3 numbers a winner. Once you get those 3 numbers as winners, then everything after that is bonus. It's you manipulating the table to gain more advantage. Hello, Mr. James. It's you manipulating the game. So that's what we're going to do here. I'm going to show it. So first thing first, we're going to get the 7. All right, we got to get the 7 first. $75 don't and a $5 yo. We're just looking for a point. I'm not going to set the dice or nothing. Just going to chunk them down here. There's a 9. Okay. So when you get a 9 in the way I play, this is the way I think about it instantly. Okay. So I got a 9. The ultimate inside, that's right. So I got a 9, which is a $75 winner on the 7. That's what this is to me now. This is my 7. This is my winner. Of course, I don't want to roll a 9, but I've traded 6 ways to win for 4 ways to lose. Good trade-off. Fantastic trade-off. So what I'm going to look at here is like, okay, I got 75 here. I can add 75 and take that to 100. And now I can come over here and I can get the rest of the numbers on the board with the iron cross, right? So I do like the iron cross, but it's in this situation, right? Why did I do that? Because I get everything now for $100 that I have covered right here. So this is going to pay me $125, right? And this is $100. So I get that this is going to cut into those wins, but that's fine because this is winning on the 7. So at this point, I got the casino right where I want them. As long as I don't roll a 9, I really can't lose ever. As long as I don't roll a 9, I can't lose. So once you're here, there's a hard 8. Once you're here, all you're going to do is keep racking up chips. All right, so I'm going to do 20 because it's $35 winner there. Replace that. So we're just going to keep racking up the chips until either a 7 rolls or a 9 rolls. 4, 1, 5. Same exact thing happens. All right, so this is just this situation for the 6, 7, 8. When you're playing this way, you don't really need the come bets. All right, the come bets aren't part of this one because right here you've accepted that you like the don't number and that you're willing to add money to it to cover the iron cross. So you could just sit here and collect on however many more rolls roll. All right, so this is the way I think about the game. So when stuff happens, I look at it going, okay, how do I want to win here? What's my most obvious way to win in this case? All right, so there's our 7. That's going to come off. So this is $100. So this 50 is going to pay there. That 75 is going to pay there. We didn't lose a thing. All we did was collect money there. There's no losing, just collecting. All right, here we go. Start over. Okay, new one. You can even play this on completely random shooters. That's why I'm shooting the dice randomly. So it's situational for me. That roll went, what, 5, 6 rolls? Went exactly where I thought it would go, 5, 6 rolls. Right, so there's a 5, right? This case, I don't like the iron cross as much because I got one of the numbers that I'm supposed to be putting money on. It's okay, but I don't like it as much. So what I do here is I play the 6 and 8, but I play a come progression with it. Why do I do that? Because I get $60 here against 75. So I want the 7 to be more valuable, and I'll let the come progression fill out the rest of the numbers for me, and I'll just try to cycle it through and keep making money. All right. So this is why sometimes I play it this way. ones. Sometimes that happens where you back-to-back fives. All right, so am I worried about that? No, I'm not worried about that. For one reason, I just made a bunch of money on the shot before. Another reason is that's okay. A shooter just hit his point, right? So we're just going to bump it up a little bit. We're going to go to 100. All right, so that's roll 2. We're looking for roll 3. Yeah, okay. All right, so there's a 7, okay? We're going to lose all of these ones. Okay, so we got a 7 by roll 3. So that tells us that we're still in that choppy table, as people call it, range. Right? So we've basically lost $200, right? So I'm going to bump this all the way up to $250. I'm going to put a $15 yo. And now I'm really looking for the 7s to keep popping, right? So I'm going to hop these 7s because I don't want to lose on a 7 here, right? So this is the way my mind is thinking. And there's a 12, so obviously that was painful. That's the one thing about hedging. Sometimes you just get smacked on the hedge. All right, here we go. And there's the 7 right there. For whatever reason, I'm hot on these 7s. All right, that wasn't a very good payback because I'm only going to get $75. I'm going to lose all this. All right. But we're gonna keep on it. That's the one thing about the way I play is if you give up on it, you're hurting yourself. You can't give up. All right, because you're not gonna keep rolling 7s forever. All right, there's a 5-1-6, and so this is how you recoup your money. When you get to this point. So what do we got? 400. All right, so it's pretty serious for us to win this bet. Pretty serious deal. So we want to have money out there to recoup here. But we also don't want to hit this 7. So here you're gambling a little bit. You could always deny that, but you finally got through one. So probably shouldn't. 7's been coming pretty early. 5, 4, 9. Right? So in this case, you've got a lot of coverage. So, you might want to be pressing pretty early, You need to try to make some of this money, Things don't always go as planned. So when they don't, you have to be able to adjust. Like right there, there's that 4-2-6. Right? Adjustment, getting smacked around. Okay, we're almost out of money, right? So we got to make the last adjustment. We're going to have to go for it. These are the things that happen at the craps table. I'm actually happy that this has gone this way because now I got to show how to fight back. And sometimes you lose. Sometimes when you try to fight back, it doesn't work. Sometimes it just goes bad. And that's where the other part of what you're supposed to be as a craps player, you're supposed to have more than you're playing with. You're supposed to have a bankroll. You're supposed to be able to lose what you have and be able to come back for more because as we've seen here, it doesn't always work right. As we've seen here, sometimes it just punches you in the face, There's the 5. $70 winner. All right, here we go. I'm looking for $100 hit if I can get it, and I didn't get it. So that was a really brutal run, really brutal. All right, so what do? You go back and you say, okay, there was $1,000. Get me a marker or whatever. Go back in your pocket. You should have at least 3 bankrols. You should have at least 3 ready to go because things like what just happened can happen where it literally just goes the wrong direction. right? It just goes bad. All right, so steel table's getting beat up, still sticking to pretty close. It's pretty short rolls before we're seeing a 7. All right, so that's fine. We're gonna hop these 7s, oops. But instead of play through the don't, we're gonna play through the lay. All right, we're gonna play through the lay. We're gonna make just one little adjustment here. All right, so when the shooter shoots, now we make 175 on a 7 and we lose 120. All right, so sometimes you have to go this other way. All right, everything's working. If you have a lay bet that's a cover bet, your bet should be working. Hard 8, okay? It's going to win 35. Point's going to go to 8. Yeah, I normally buy in for 600, so I would have 600 more and then 600 more to play. Now, I don't always do that. Sometimes, if I lose, like the way I lost there, I would buy back in because I would feel like that was just a bad run. Ow, ouch, 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 ouch. Just not my day, it seems like. All right, that's fine. So we're going to go to 500 on this lay. Why are we doing that? Because I don't think I'm going to keep rolling 4s. That's a personal thing. That's a frequency thing. I don't think I'm going to keep rolling them. I know I just lost $200. I'm going to give myself a chance here. I'm not just going to try to grind that back out. All right, there's a hard 10. I'm not willing to just grind it back out. I would rather go for it and lose than grind it out and never have a chance to get it back. 6, 4, 10, so that's 2 10s in a row. So it might be a good idea to move that over there. All right, you just saw 2 10s in a row. All right, we're going to start some come bets. $20 come bet. There's an 8, 5 through 8. That is $70. It's going to move. Put 75 in odds there. Pick up the 4. All right, we're working on the come out because we have this big lay coverage. So we're trying to make some money here. And got smacked on the 7. Right, that's the argument for some people. They say you shouldn't work always on the come out with the lay bet. That is a good argument, but I do it. I always work on the come out. All right, so what did we win? When I have a lay bet, I always work on the come out. So there's 500, so we're going to win 250 minus 12. 4, 5. Okay, so we're still down just a little bit from where we started on this one. We're going to go right back. Go 300. I'm not doing anything but 10 necessarily. It's kind of similar to it, obviously. But I'm really attacking these inside numbers because I'm not playing anything but 10. Yeah, I always work my odds. I never leave the odds off. There's a 7. Okay, so it's going to be 150. And then we're going to owe $7. All right, put it right back. So this is the benefit of playing through the lay as your cover instead of the don't. When the come out 7s comes, you don't lose. And so this is the benefit of that. 415, right? That's $35. So we're in attack mode here because we're trying to get our money back. We're not in profit mode because we haven't got to profit yet. 1, 2, 3. We have to get to profit to be in profit mode. There's that 5, point made 5. $35. I'm going to play the 9. And we're going to wait one more roll and start a come progression. 6, 5, 1, 6. That's a $70 winner. Okay, so we're going to pick up the 8. $15 in the come. So obviously we're racking some money, and we still got that big cover bet out there. And there's the 8 right there. $70 winner. Take that and put that on there. Go to $25 come bet. So why am I doing this? Why am I putting the come bets out there? Because I'm making the 7 a little more valuable on this play, all right? Because I got a little more money out here. I don't want to waste my profits. I want them to work for me. So I'm not going to waste them. All right, so I got 225, right? So I've got 175 coming back. I've easily made more than that. And that's kind of where I'm at. I obviously want to hit one of those box numbers. But if I don't, then I'm still okay. There's a hard. Okay, so now we're going to bump it up to 40. And there is a 415. Okay, so it's going to win $70. So this is why I'm saying that it's a profit generator. Yeah, and you get the 11 also, right? So now we got a $40 5. So we can put that $50 in odds, but we don't got to go back with a $40 come bet because we just won $70. You don't have to keep going up. You can just go back and forth now. There's a 1, 2, 3, or you could pull it down. See, we got 3 come bets in, so it's not a terrible idea. That was a 3, so we lost that one. That's not a terrible idea to maybe pull these 2 down and just play against the 4, 5, and 8 against the 10. So we'll do that here, right? Because it's been quite a few rolls. We should be getting toward the 7. That's something you need to be mindful of, right? 7 should be coming. Sorry, still want to do the come bets because that's helping you with the 7. 415. Okay, so there's a great one. All right, so we're going to win 40 on the bottom and 75 on the odds. Right there. Let's rack up these red chips. All right, let's put one of them on each one of them. I guess we got to go 30 there, huh? And a quarter there. Still in the same exact position. We're still got this cover bet. We've made a bunch of hits. All right. We got some money out there playing for us. And that's all we're doing. We're just trying to recycle this money. We're trying to make it so the 7 can never bite us. And there's the 7 right there. It didn't bite us. We won a bunch of times before this. Right. And we're going to win on the 7 on the way out. Right. There's 300. So we're going to win 150. And you're going to owe $7. Get 3 back. And so that's why I do the things that I do right there. That's an exact example of what I'm trying to accomplish each time. All right? So 400, 500,000. So we're up on this bankroll about $250. So we need to get some more money. Obviously, we're trying to make back that first 1,000 that went crazy and didn't go right. It was a bad situation. That was actually a pretty good long roll there. So we took advantage of it. We were on the board to take advantage of it while we still played the 7 the whole time. If we would have rolled that 10, that would have been crappy, but we would have lost that much because we'd already won so much. So again, we're going to go 75. I'm going to go back to this part of it, but this time I'm going to hop the 7s because we haven't seen very many of them. They've kind of went dry. So there's a good chance we're going to get one. 415. Okay, so be mindful of this too. Okay, so you just invested $20 in a hedge. You have $75 here. So you actually only have $55 to work with. You don't have $75 to work with here. You have 55. All right, so what do we want to do? We're going to put 75 in odds. That way now we have 105 to work with. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to get us some bets out here. All right, so that right there's 85. It's going to make 100. All right, so if we roll a 7 here, yeah, we only win $5. Oh, well, we'll win $20. Not great, but it's okay because what we're hoping is that we get into these numbers, right? We're playing all of that, everything right there is the 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 11 against the 5. That's always a good situation to be in, even if you roll the 5. It's always a good to be playing the 6, 7, 8, and 9 against the 5. You're going to win most of the time, guys. All right, so that's going to win there. That's going to pay there. And that's going to pay there. And so that's why I do those things. That's why I do it the way I do it. Because I don't want to get caught playing against the 7 and it starts beating me up. I don't want that. I don't want to be in that position. All right, so let's do this again. There's the 9, okay? So now we're on the iron cross version, all right? We can iron cross this one. Remember, we only have $55 to use. That's not enough. So we're going to have to put some odds out here, 75. That way we can play this iron cross version of the 6, 7, 8. It's still the 6, 7, 8, guys. It's just this is like an iron cross variation of it. All right, so now obviously, again, we don't want to hit the 9, but we have every other number, all right? Every other number is good for us. And of course, we smack the 9 right away. Why not, right? So we're going to get our little consolation prize there. We're going to go to 200 and pull this off. 200 there. Of course. Got to get smacked, right? There we go. Let's see what happens. And we have hard 4. Okay, so now we're in a different position. Right? The iron cross is not as effective here. We got the 4. Right? As much as the 7's been coming, besides that one roll, the 7's been pretty active. Right? We got a huge advantage here on this 4. We got $200 on the flat on the 4. 200, right? So we can get out here and we can get pretty aggressive. And in this case, I'm probably going to put another 200 on it. And I'm going to also play come bets. Why? Because I'm going to trust that these numbers are going to beat this 4. Now, I could be wrong. Obviously, I could be wrong. But I'm going to trust that because through the course of time, you're going to win way more than you lose doing this. All right? There's 426. It's a $70 winner. It's just the probability of the whole thing. You're going to win so many more times than you lose. Here we go. And there's the 6 right there. Okay, so that's going to be 25 and 60. It's going to travel like this. It's off and on situation. And we're going to bump up the 9 and the 10. We're going to rack some money. All right. And there's a yo. So we got a little free one right here. A little free piece. What I'm probably going to do here when I get that free one, I'm going to play this hard 4. Let me steal that hard 4 away from the casino. All right, so now they're down to just 2 combinations to beat me. And there's that ugly 7. Man, I thought we were going to go on a good roll there. We didn't. Okay. So it's going to win 200 and 100. Obviously, we didn't lose $300. $350. We lost right at 300, probably 310, something like that. Plus we had already made a hit or two. All right, so now we're racked up. We just made a bunch of our money back that we had lost. All right, I want to see where I'm at here. Okay, so 500, 1012. We're about where we went on that little bad run there. All right, so let's go back to the laying, okay? We just had the 4. We've seen some 10s, all right? So let's lay 300. Let's lay it on the 4. We're not afraid of that. 150. We got 150 to work with. All right, shooters coming out. We're going to be working. All right, we're going to be working here. And we're going to hop this up. That way, if we do roll a 7, we make some money here. Or if whoever it is rolls a 7, we make a bunch of money. And there's the 6, all right? So the working, so basically we got this hop for free because it's going to win $20 more here. All right, $35 winner. We lost 15. Great deal. Great deal. Kind of got to hop them for free. All right, so we're going to go to the next roll. We're going to get to about the 3rd roll, and we're going to start a come progression. We want that 7 to be more valuable. Wow. Okay. Smack me on my 4. There's 400, 500, 600. We can go up to 600 on the 4. What does this do for us? Well, we're going to have to play a little bigger. Here we go. Sometimes it just doesn't want you to win. It's weird. Sometimes it just won't let you. There's the 9, 549. Here we go. There's another 314. So maybe 4 was the wrong choice. Maybe that was it. And there's a 9 again. Yeah, sometimes you got to play the other strategy. But that's not what I'm trying to show here. People asked why I do certain things, and that's what I'm showing, or at least trying to show. It's not working very well. You're just getting blasted for the most part. Hard 4. Boy, them 4s are hot. All right. I'm going to put a $100 don't DC out there. And I am going to crazy hop right here. $20 hop 7s. I know this seems crazy, right? Because it's taken up most of that 100. But, and I'm going to put a come bet. But I want to get through this roll because I want that 100 out there. Oh my Lord. 1, 2, 3. Oh my Lord. Not what I was hoping for. I mean, it's not terrible. We did win a little on it, but that's not what I wanted, all right? Oh, we want to do a 25 come bet. I need it. I'm looking for a number. There's an 11. Are you serious? The only number that could hurt me. The only one. All right? Now, we're just going to have to take the chance. Yeah, see a horn, bet a horn. There's the 5. All right. So after getting beat up really good, we finally did get a number. What do we got here? We got 95. It's weird. Okay, $105 winner on that 5. I'm going to take and split this one up between these 3. I guess I need to get some change. Okay, so we got 140. So we don't really need the 9 actually, because we can go like this and get everything. All right, and 125. So we got the 5, so we need to have 130. So we want 120, right? 120 in odds. Here we go. What did we roll? 5, 5, 10. Okay, it's a $50 winner. Rack it up. 5, 4, 9. $50 winner. Rack it up. 4, 2, 6. Okay, so 120. So it's 140 minus 50. It's going to win 90. All right. Rack it up. No way. No way. Ah, that's brutal. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong today? To just be getting beat up like this. Right? You know what? We're just going to play this. I've already got beat up enough trying to show why I do things. Right now people are going, yeah, I'm never doing that stuff. Never, ever. Do you see how bad I played? I would never do that. That's what people are thinking right now. And you're probably not wrong. And there is the killer. The 7 eventually got me. That was rough. That was rough. Just going to tip what I have left here. That was pretty ugly. Pretty ugly. That right there, that run of dice, I guess I'd call it, is exactly why I developed the anything but 10. That run of dice, exact run of dice right there is why. That run is why I went toward the anything but 10 as opposed to the 6, 7, 8. I love the 6, 7, 8. I still do. But that is why I went to the anything but 10, because you're wrong on the 6, 7, 8, you're really wrong. Where the anything but 10, again, you got to roll. I guess it wasn't a lot different than that. Rolled all them 4s in a row, but you have to do that all the time. I lost money in other spots. I lost money on the 5. I lost money on the 9, where it was hitting other points. That's never the case with the anything but 10. But that's how I went from playing 6, 7, 8, which is, it's still the same style as anything but 10, because you're doing a big cover bet to cover the box numbers. But that's how I went from that to that. All right. And that is also the argument for dice control right there. All right. Where you don't have to be necessarily good at it, but can you dodge one number? Can you just dodge the 10? Right? That's one of the things. One of the reasons, one of the arguments for dice control is not necessarily against the 7, because I don't think you can dodge the 7 with dice control. That's my opinion on that, but I don't think you can. I think you might be able to limit it just a little bit, but it's too much probability. But only 8% probability or 8% here, I think you can. I think you can affect that enough to where if you play with discipline, you can still win. So something here. Let's see. Let's just see how well I can do with anything but 10. Yeah, let's do a random one, sure. All right, let's just do it. Make it easy. Let's use the numbers that I know. We'll just use the numbers that I know. That way I know exactly what happens here. All right, so since it's a random shear, we're obviously not going to be us. So I'm just going to be working all the time. I don't got to worry about a do-we-don't because it's not us shooting the dice. So here we go. 4, 3, 7. $7 winner. I'm just going to put the winnings out there. See how many we go. 6, 3, 9. Okay, so we got a 7 and a 9. 5. Mark our rolls. We got all these other kinds of chips, so I'll just use them. I'm gonna mark the 7s right here. Here we go. 5, 1, 6. The point is 9, right? $35 winner. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's not going to do nothing. Not going to do nothing for us. Mark that 3. Here we go. And we have a hard 4. We're going to drop $1 right here for 50. So put that right there. Here we go. 5, 2, 7. Okay. It's going to win $7. Point's going to be off. Here we go. 3, 1, 4. Mark the 4. Drop $1 for 50. Fours are still going crazy on the 4. There's an 11. Mark the 11. Crazy on the 4. 4, 1, 5. Oops. $35 winner. Here we go. 6, 4, 10. There's our first 10. Okay. Let's see how much we won before the 10. Oops. 175, 200. So we needed a little bit more. Okay. So let's go there. Let's go there. 4, 4, 8. $35 winner. Hard 4 again. Drop $1 for 50. Okay. Didn't mark that 4, did I? Here we go. 5, 4, 9. $35. Point is going to be 9. Get some more marker chips. 4, 1, 5. $35 winner. So there's 300. I'm going to turn this back in. Get our marker off. All right, so now we're up this much. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Five, 3, 8. Let's mark it. $35. Oh, random. Staying pretty true. Staying pretty true. Gonna have to earn it back. $549. This has been kind of a long roll without a 7. $35. Here we go. So random is staying very true to this 10. I think if I, so what, there's 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, got about 24 rolls, so I should go for quite a bit here without having a 10, most likely. 3, 2, 5. Here we go. 4, 2, 6. 35. Let's trade this in. Hold on, let me roll this out 3 times. I want to see if it'll get back that 300 random. All right, there's a 549, $35. I just want to see if it'll get it back on a random shot. All right, it needs a couple more wins. One, two, three. It's weird, we haven't seen very many 7s. Hard 6, $35. I believe it needs one more win. And there's the 8. Pretty sure that'll be enough. Okay, so there's 75, there's 200, 300. All right, so we would pay that 300 back. So again, we're still up, still winning. I mean, it's really not. This is random. When you're shooting the anything but 10 random, this is actually working really well, in my opinion, because when it is losing, it only taking you a couple more shots to be back in the profit, which is good. That's a very good example of a strategy, really. Hard 4. Drop $1 for 50. So I mean, like right now, if you had that instance happen where you had 2 10s, you could leave with $65 of their money right now. Like in this instance, after all these rolls, playing this on a completely random table, you could right now leave with $65. Yeah. Probably just need it because them 7s were a long time ago. And there's a 3. The 3 is pretty hot as well. So I mean, it's being highly effective against random. Oh, and there's the 7. Right when we get to talking it up. It's actually super effective at this point. I'm actually highly pleased. Well, I mean, right now, you're $80 up or so. And there's a 5, $35 more dollars. Let's mark that 5. I'm actually pretty impressed with the way it's doing. There's that 12 finally. And there's a 4. We like the 4. 4's been hitting for us. $50 winner. 4's been good. Here we go. And there's a 6, 4, 2, 6, 35. So I mean, now right now you're at $200. You know, you never really were into your bankroll. You were into $150 here and there. Not really ever into it. It's pretty impressive. There's a 314. Pretty impressive. Drop $1 for 50. All right, we're going to roll till a 7 or a 10. We'll see which comes first. There's an 11. A 9, 549. You win $35. Here we go. We have a 426. $35 winner. Here we go. Oh, 6-4. So obviously you would have wanted to leave before this one. Let's see where we're at. 2. We are still up $10. Still up $10. So obviously you would have wanted to win when you were up 300. You would have wanted to leave. But even after that, we're still up $10. Still in the lead. Pretty impressive. All right, so let's see how many rolls this was. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Okay, so that's exactly on average, all right? There's 37 rolls and 3 10s. So there should be a 10 every 3 rolls. I mean, every 12 rolls. So like this is exactly on average, and you still won $10 overall. Even with the 3 10s, the exact average, you still won $10. That's why it's different. That's why the strategy is different than the rest. Because what happened there? Why did it end up $10 up? It ended up $10 up because the probability dictated it. Because we hit less horn numbers and more box numbers at certain points, and we ended up $10 up even after having 3 10s. So at least something went right on this video. And all you did was set it and forget it. You didn't do anything else. You literally just put the exact same thing out there the whole time and just collected or replaced. Collected or replaced. That's all you did. There was like literally no effort to it. And you could have left 300 up. So let's do one more thing for fun, all right? Let's, I don't know. Right now I have one of Todd's large shirts. It's a space shirt. I have a large Wager Me This shirt. I'll give them away. It's a Wager Me This shirt. It's a Dice Club emblem shirt. I'll show it to y'all. Y'all have seen it. But it's large. All right, so it's Dice Club right there. And I'll just give it away. It's large though. I don't have any other made right now. So you can either win the space shirt or the large shirt. They're both larges. All right, so here, this is from Todd Harrington. If you guys, if anyone doesn't know Todd, so this is from a space launch in Europe, or a European space launch. I actually think it was in South Africa, maybe, where they launched it. But the shirt's pretty cool. Even if you never wore it, it's a pretty cool shirt. And especially, you can't get these unless you were directly related to this launch. So that's pretty cool. So you can have either one. And the rules to the contest are as follows. I'm going to shoot the dice, all right? You're going to guess how many rolls before I 7 out. All right? Before I 7 out now, not before I roll a 7. All right, I'm going to shoot the 3V and see how far I can get. So let me get your guesses. If you're interested in the large, I only have larges, so sorry about that. But yeah, I'll absolutely send the shirt to you. So if you're interested, give me some guesses. How many rolls will I roll? I'm glad I have all this interest in these shirts. So maybe I need to give something else away. Oh, aha, that's the problem. My thing is not updating. Fan. Okay, 8, 15, 5. So someone has some faith in me. Yeah, I'm going to use these dice right here. Unless you guys want to use some different ones. We got bone thrower dice. Got Silverton Casino dice. These are from, these are Harrah's dice. I got Kansas Star Casino dice. And I got red Kansas Star Casino dice. I have everything. I have lots of different things. Bone thrower, red's fine. Okay, so I got 2 different answers here. I think I even have some other dice. Or we can make it really interesting and I can use these weirdo dice that my son likes. They're like toy kid dice. Or we can do those. They're rounded edge. It'll be completely random. New car. All right, so here we go. Bone thrower it is. 3V. Just so you all know, these dice are actually very difficult to throw. One of each. they're different sizes. They're very difficult to throw, these dice are. Because they're so sharp. And I think they're a little heavier. All right, so are the guesses in? Are the guesses in? So we have 4 guessers. Do we have any more guessers out of the 14 people watching? So if you win, you can choose between either shirt. And they're only larges. I gave away all the other ones we made that were bigger. So again, if you're wanting to one of these shirts, you got to tell me a number here. If not, I'm going to shoot. 6, okay. I need some markers, right? Here's some markers. All right, here we go. Remember, it's 7 out. There's a 516. Let's roll number 1. We'll put Press's chip on there. Here we go. Six, 5, yo. Here we go. Aces. 112. See a horn, bet a horn. 549. Uh-oh. We're getting to the spot. We're getting to the spot right here. Here we go. Oh, 527. Someone guessed 5 too. Who guessed 5? Chad Gore. 5th roll. You were dead on. It's a good thing you didn't have faith in me, Mr. Chad Gore. You got to send me an email with the address and stuff. wagermethis.gmail. Just send me an email. I got to know where to send it, so just send an email. Tell me which shirt you want. I was really hoping to get a long roll in there. That way I could brag a little bit, but I didn't. So the good news is I didn't change my mind as my shooting prowess. I still think I suck. So there we go. And not only that wasn't only a crappy 5 roller. I had 2 horn numbers in it. It was terrible. That's these bone thrower dice. It's all the bone thrower dice's fault. That's the problem. All right, guys, I got to go get my son here in a minute from school, so I'm going to have to go. There's our point made after we rolled a 7. But I got to go. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you for watching my tutorial get just destroyed and crushed. And then the anything but 10 kind of saved the day for the video. Kind of gives me a little validity, at least a little bit, just a smidge. But anyways, guys, appreciate it. You guys have a great day.